I'm Danny Hong Choi. As educators, we always want to give the finest world-class education to our learners. Something that works, something that puts them in the elite. Here's one visionary, pioneering great man in the industry who achieved just that. He's the story of Dr. Houston.
One of the most innovative minds in the field of early childhood education, Dr. Dustin Houston, as headmaster at Spence School, a private school in New York City, saw that education available at Spence was significantly better than the education available to most children.
I went to Spence and it just stunned me because it was so much better than anything else. Very rigorous, very tough academically, but individual attention and care and concern. And I felt so uneasy because others can't have it. What can I do so everybody can have it?
Dr. Houston's experience at Spence prompted him to find a way to provide a world-class education to all children, and not just the privileged. Through his search, he realized the need to create a new method of delivering education.
The educational delivery system is unchanged for centuries. The only major breakthrough in the history of educational delivery systems was the printing press. I was reading this article by Gordon Moore, co-founder of Intel. He was saying, you know, what's going to happen is that I can double the number of transistors that I can put on the size of your fingernail every 2 years for the infinite future. And I saw the word doubling, and I went, whoo, you know, wow. If that's really true, it will change everything. And I thought, good grief, maybe I can really get this to all children. This was 20 years before the internet. So now I can not only build it, but I can get it anywhere, anytime.
Dr. Houston also discovered that only 1 minute of a typical child's school day is dedicated to individualized learning.
There are 8,760 hours in a year. A school can only harness 1,000 of them. That's all they get, all right? Of that, only 280 hours is actually instructional. So it's about 3% of the whole year is instructional. Of that, you can only individualize a minute a day. So in K to 12, you get 6.5 days, less than a week of individual instruction at your time at school. So to me, the real problem became, how do I give a Spence education to every child? And the only way I can do that is by harnessing the power of the new technologies, lasers, the internet, microcomputers, and it's a software issue, building great software, and get that child the start of a Spence equivalent education.
The success, originating from Dr. Houston's vision, has become Waterford Institute, a nonprofit research group dedicated to providing children the finest education possible. Through Waterford Institute programs, Dr. Houston's vision of using technology to bring equity and excellence in education is beginning to be realized, dramatically affecting millions of students in schools throughout the world.
We want everybody to be in the elite. So that's our mission, to give the finest possible education using technology to all children on the globe.
Today, governments and teachers are talking so much about learner diversity. How can we handle and manage learner diversity? The answer lies in personalized learning. Waterford Early Learning Platform for Literacy provides the solution. Let's look at the learning paths of 2 children, Kayla and Sarah, and how the learning platform meets their unique needs.
Personalized learning challenges and supports each child at his or her own level. To be effective, personalized learning requires curriculum that is fun for students, based on research, broad and deep, and carefully sequenced. Waterford Early Learning represents the largest and most comprehensive program ever developed in reading, math, and science for early learners.
We all have our own learning styles, and Waterford, because it is multidimensional, helps to tune in and to key in on the students' learning styles.
Waterford delivers a personalized learning path that is proven to help children with a wide variety of backgrounds to reach their potential. Let's see how. Here's a lesson with the goal that students will read this simple book called Sam. In order to read this book, children will need prerequisite skills, including recognizing a few letter sounds, word patterns, and sight words. For simplicity, let's focus in on just one of these skills, learning to recognize the sight word my.
Let's see what you remember about power words. Help me stack these logs by clicking on the power words. Click the power word my.
Following the learning path of Kayla, we see that she completed the assessment and demonstrated that she cannot read the word my. Waterford recognizes that Kayla needs support to be successful, so activities are aligned to her needs. For support, Kayla will be introduced to the concept.
I touch my nose like this. I touch my eyes like this.
Our own learning styles, and Waterford, because to tune in and to
Reach their potential. Here's a lesson with the goal that students will read this simple book called one of these skills, learning to recognize the sight
Click the power word my.
aligned to her needs. For support, Kayla will be introduced to the
Like this.
for the concept.
Look at it. Say the word my.
Or a challenge. Book activities are aligned child has learned.
Click the sentence, my house is red.
More support. If Sarah does well on the assessment, she'll move on to more challenging skills. Experienced a personalized learning path based on her needs. All 6 lessons include activities to support and challenge each child according to his or her. Every book has the same depth of curriculum as Sam, of 20 units in a carefully designed font designed to deliver a personalized